Hello, Star Wars fans. Hey, there's just 334 days until Christmas 2022. Oh boy, Santa's a little bit frustrated today, and we'll get into that. First of all, I do want to highlight this. Look here, Felicity. Hello. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy that you've joined, subscribed to the channel. Thank you so much for that. And I see your super chat as well. I will be getting to that very, very soon. So, first of all, just a little bit of channel news. I have been talking with with some friends. We were trying to schedule a live stream together, and many of you know them. It's Al and Lavis. They have their own the main gang going on. Felicity's a big member of that community as well. And so I saw Felicity's message. I saw her subscribe to the channel. I'm so excited to see you here. And this is, I want to talk about Felicity so much because I have a huge amount of respect for her. And our opinions couldn't be more different. Oh my goodness. Felicity and I are not on the same page very much at all. So just wanted to bring up, I am talking with Black Man Lavis. So Lavis and I are good friends, and we've been friends for some time. And he hit me up the other day and said, "Hey, we need to get on a live stream together. Need to get you over to the main gang." So I'm working on getting that scheduled with him. So you guys watch for more news on that very, very soon. And I titled this stream, and I've got several windows open here at the same time. So you guys are going to have to bear with me a little bit because there are some things happening. There are some things happening, and I want to bring up one of the first rants that I have. And again, Felicity, I've not forgot you, and I'm not forgetting what the topic of the day is. It's just that right now there's a thing happening. There's a thing happening, and I want to bring it to your all attention because it's one of the reasons we're here talking about this today. So let me get this all queued up here so you guys can see what's going on. Our friends over at Hasbro have given us a new action figure, right? They've given us a new action figure. It's Boba Fett Morak. Now this figure exists in some other lines, but this is a vintage collection line, and it's coming out as a premium figure. You'll see the price here is listed at $21. It was listed for pre-sale at $25 or $26.49 for a vintage collection figure. Typical price for a vintage collection figure. These are the 3 3/4 inch figures, right? It's the size of this Din Djarin right here. So I've got Din Djarin here just to give you all a reference. If you're not a collector, this is a Din Djarin 3 3/4 figure. It's absolutely a wonderful figure. It's one of my favorites. I keep it right here on my desk so that I can I see it right in front of me. And these have been getting better and better. And Hasbro's been doing a fantastic job on some of these new figures. The thing is, this Din Djarin here was about $16. That's normal price, $16, $17. That's normal price for a vintage collection figure. This figure here is listed at $21. It was listed for pre-sale with the deluxe package for $26.49. And it's supposed to go up for pre-sale at 1 p.m. Eastern today. That's why we're starting at 1:05 Eastern today, because I had a business meeting at 12, got off the business meeting at 10 till. From 10 till now, I've been refreshing Target's website. And this is one of the problems that Hasbro does. And I understand the marketing. I understand what's going on behind the scenes. They've got these exclusives, and you'll see this says, exclusive at Target, right? This is only available at Target. And this was supposed to come up for pre-sale at 1 o'clock. And at 1 o'clock refreshing, it finally came up, and it came with this pre-orders have sold out. Now, it's not that they've sold out. It's not that they put them up to purchase yet. So I keep clicking the little refresh. And I know Mark is in the chat. Mark is clicking refresh. Mark, I'm not going to be able to do this during the stream. If it goes live, Mark and I have a little deal. He's going to buy an extra one for me. I'm going to buy an extra one for him, and whoever gets their order in, then we'll have it. But this is absolutely insane. And it's one of the reasons that I posted the title today for why don't these companies understand Star Wars fans. Look, collectors, Star Wars fans who are collectors, they're anxious to get these things, but they don't want to pay double the price for it. They don't, and for what's in this package, just to kind of go over it, this is brand new for Star Wars. Let me go over here just to show you all. Here is this Boba Fett Morak figure for the retro line. It's listed for $10, sold out, right? But let's go down and take a look at some other figures. Here is the vintage collection Boba Fett from the Droids line. So this is different. It's back from the old 80s Droids cartoon series, and Boba Fett has a different outfit on, much like this Droids packaging here for C-3PO, right? The coloring's different, the packaging's different. It's based off the cartoon. It's absolutely great. But here's the deal. This thing sold out. It sold out almost immediately on Target. Couldn't get it. And look at this Black Series Boba Fett. It's sold out as well. $26.49. That number is the number I want you to remember. $26.49 for this Black Series Boba Fett. $26.49 for it's a kind of a special run. It's a one-off kind of the paint on it. It goes back to the Droids animated series. $26.49. And when this was first listed for pre-sale on Hasbro's information, the stuff that came out, let's go back to Yak Faces here, right? So this is what we started to see yesterday. Yak Face, he's one of the big collectors. He lets us know these things are coming. If you follow him, you should. You'll see TVC Deluxe Boba Fett Morak pre-order tomorrow, 1 o'clock Eastern. So this today, 1 o'clock Eastern, $26.49 for a vintage collection figure. This is a 3 3/4 inch figure, folks. This isn't the 6-inch figures. This isn't the Black Series figures. It's not a deluxe Black Series figure. It's a deluxe vintage collection series. What makes this deluxe, you may ask? Oh, I'm glad you asked, because Santa had the same question. What makes you ask? Well, it's because of the detail, right? They're proud of it, and they should be proud of it. This absolutely looks fantastic, right? This figure looks great. It's got some soft goods on it, but the most of the accessories. So it says it comes with 4 accessories. Most of the accessories have already existed. So we've got this figure. It's absolutely brilliant, right? I think it looks great. Hasbro's done a fantastic job. This is something that most collectors want. And $26.49. Vintage collection, 3 3/4 inch figure. It's absolutely crazy. Yeah, Meg. And by the way, Meg, I am so happy you're here. I thank you so much for that. I really appreciate your support. You've been fantastic to me. This is great. And I love the comments. You guys should go check out Yak Face's Twitter account, because the comments in this post are brilliant. It says, because now they cost as much as the Book of Boba Fett. Wow, are we paying a Boba tribute from now on? Right, right. You just got to keep going on and on. You can read these comments. All of them are absolutely. The price is horrific. What a joke. I got into a full rant on Instagram Live. Looks great, but what are these prices? Right. Look at the comments. Does it come with some lube so it won't hurt as much? Guess we're never getting Boba on a proper card. So we've got a lot of folks here. Here's Meg's question, right? What makes this one deluxe? The price, right? So they can charge us double. That seems to be what makes it deluxe. Okay, it looks great, but I thought it was Black Series. Why is it priced like a Black Series? We've got the Boba Fett tax. Like this is not going over. This is not going over well. It's ludicrous. It's highway robbery. It's extortion. It's unbelievable. Now, the only relief for this is that when it came up at $21 instead of $26.49. So it's insane. The other part is this daggone thing was supposed to go live at 1:00. And you've got collectors all over the world who are trying to get hold of this thing, and it is not available for sale. So I know we've got a good friend of ours who is over there in Meg's neck of the woods, who has a fantastic shop. You guys, if you're in London area, if you're in the UK, you should go check out all the cool stuff. David Tree, he loves to give me a hard time, but David Tree owns all the cool stuff, that store there in the UK. These are not exclusives in the UK. So Dave Tree can get hold of these things. Santa cannot. Like, just think about that for a moment, right? Think about it. Santa Claus, right? I can't get these things. And the issue seems to be that they make these things exclusive to these stores, these big box stores. You get them from Target, Amazon, and Walmart are typically when they do these exclusives. And Walmart and Target are notorious. And Target, I think, is the worst. Target lets you look here. Look how many can you pre-order? Oh, let's see. How many's on the pre-order list here? How many? What do you think somebody pre-ordering 99 of these is doing? What do you think they're doing? I want you to take a look at something else. Look here, similar items. Look at this vintage collection Anton Mary X-Wing fighter, $105. This is what they're doing, right? People are buying up tons of these things, and then they're selling them $105, right, for a vintage collection figure. It's extortion. It's terrible, and it's wrong. And what's happening here, and just to give you guys a little bit of backstory, this guy was only available with the X-Wing that he was shipped with. And so people are taking it out of the X-Wing and they're selling it for the price of the X-Wing. Oh my goodness. And there you go. Mark has put the link in there for Star Action Figures in the UK. So yes, Darth Chaos, there should be a limit, right? First of all, it's not been available since it came up. I don't think it is available. I want to go back here to this Boba Fett. I've had this pre-ordered. I've been trying to get this to pre-order since it first came out. Again, a Target exclusive, right? This is a Target exclusive vintage collection. I've had this. I've been watching it every day. I go check, right? I go check this every day, and it's sold out. Now, let me tell you about this guy. This guy is already shipped. This guy, collectors who were able to get it already have it, right? Just like I've got this guy, right? I've got this guy, right? The people who pre-ordered this, they got this already. Now, look here. The daggone thing still says sold out. Check back on release date. Check back on release date. People who've already bought it already have it. You can't even buy it from Target. It's absolute mess. Why they give these exclusives to Target, and the other thing, I managed to get an exclusive from Target one time, right? I got it pre-ordered. I was so excited, and then come time for them to ship it, they say, "Oh, sorry, Santa, these things are delayed. Do you still want it?" I said, "Yes, I still want it." "Oh, I want it. That's why I bought it." So then they sent me an email maybe a week, 10 days later, and they said, "Hey Santa, do you still want one of these?" "Yes, I want it. I do want it." Mark, I think I'll hold on for just a minute. We'll see if it comes available, and I'll chat with you offline about it here. I'll chat with you offline. So over time, I got this message for a couple months. "Do you still want it?" "Yes, I still want it." All of a sudden, I get a message that says, "Your order has been canceled." They just canceled it on me. They didn't let me do it. So it's terrible. Target is terrible. Target is why they get these exclusives. I don't understand. And when you're pre-ordering, Why is it there's a limit? Like, just make more, right? Just make more. If you plan to sell, say, 150,000 units of these things, and you get an order for 450,000, don't cut off the pre-orders. Let them come through. Hasbro, I know you want to make the money. You want to make the sales. Hasbro wants to make the sales. Target wants to make the sales. Why do you stop at 150,000 if that's the number? I'm just making it up. Why do they do that when they could keep going, right? So folks are right. I'm absolutely livid over this. It makes me nuts. I can't understand what they're doing. You can see what is the effect on the market, right? You can see the effect on the market is that the folks who order 99 of these things and are managed to get through, then yes, blame the bots. That's right, Kindle. That's right? Blame the bots that they get these things ordered and you can't even get hold of them. So look, I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm angry, and it's why we don't get better communication. Right? And this is the topic today, and I want to go back. I know we've got a couple of super chats. Let me put on that nice Hoth ambience of Star Wars Megs. She gave me permission to use this. It helps bring my blood pressure down when I'm I get on a good proper rant. And the one thing I don't have is I don't have my cool drink in my mega mug. You know, this my Star Wars Meg mug. I don't have my cool relaxing elixir. Yes, Megs Cantina. It's a great channel. You should all subscribe. Megs Cantina. She writes music and she creates these fantastic ambience kind of things. You could kind of yell at the people, like the stream. Oh, you want to see Santa rant? Then like the stream. Let me know that this is the kind of content you want. You want to see Santa all worked up and angry. Then like the stream. Oh, you should like the stream. Let folks know that Santa needs. Yes, Neo energy is so relaxing. Yes, no, we need that. So let me go back. I've been on this rant. There's been a couple of super chats come in, and I want to respect that. I do. There's some great stuff in here, and Felicity had sent the first super chat in. I want to get to that, and I'm just taking. Yes, Dominic. Also, please do leave a comment. Let me go back here. Oh my goodness, we were getting some great feedback. Let me see if I can get this to open up and go back here. Okay, here we go. Oh, we're getting there. All right, let me re-highlight this. So Felicity gave super chat, and it's on the title here. It says, "I don't get it. Why are Star Wars fans so misunderstood? Right? Why can't Lucasfilm? Why can't Hasbro? Why can't Disney Plus understand their audience?" And I've been on this rant about Hasbro and Target, the big stores, and these daggum figures that they want. So I put in here, why aren't fans understood? It's how hard is it to understand what collectors want and to fulfill those requests? You know, they want the income, right? Hasbro wants to make the sales. Target wants to make the sales, but they're not, right? And they're not because they largely misunderstand. They're misjudging demand, and they're letting things kind of go astray. And so here's Felicity's super chat, $10 super chat. She says, "I got it, right or wrong or in between. General public thinks George Lucas sold Lucasfilm because of toxic fans. And after the sale, Lucasfilm blamed toxic fans for not liking what they gave us through targeted PR." Felicity's not wrong. I see it slightly differently, but at the same time, there are the general public thinks that George Lucas sold Lucasfilm because he couldn't deal with the toxicity in the fandom. And we went through a long series of this with Jason Ward, my friend from MakingStarWars.net. Jason Ward and I talked about it. Red Tails was the, I think, straw that broke the camel's back. And George, the point where he wanted to focus on his marriage. He wanted to focus on raising his daughter. He wanted to kind of get going in a different direction in his life, going into his 70s, and wanted to kind of refocus. So he sold Lucasfilm, and then so a lot of people say, well, it's you fans that did nothing but complain about the prequels. You took the joy. You are joy suckers. You suck the joy out of people. So there's things like that. So Meg, God bless you. She's so great. I will do what I must. Right. Thank you so much. It's just Mark's the 4 billion made him sell it. I think 4 billion contributed to it, certainly. but Jason Ward and I talked about the original trilogy pretty much put an end to his marriage, the prequel trilogy. And then going into the sequel trilogy, he's remarried, he's got a daughter, and he knows the stress that's going to put on his family, and he just doesn't want to put the stress on his family. So, there's a big mess there. And then we did have Lucasfilm as a whole, and everybody likes to blame Disney, right? Place the blame where it goes. It goes on Lucasfilm, right? Lucasfilm, a lot of them did not know, and they still don't know how to really interact with fans, and it becomes a name calling, right? Finger pointing and name calling, and it's not really that. There's more nuance to it than that, right? So yes, George Lucas sold in part because he didn't like the negativity that he got from the prequels, in part because his Red Tails bombed so bad and he got such negative feedback, and then in large part because of his family. He wanted to focus on his marriage and on raising his daughter. So it's a lot more than that. But Felicity, thank you so much for the super chat, and of course Meg, God bless you. 10 euros, the pounds, 10 pounds. Super chat. Wishing you love, happiness, and a wonderful day. I love you, Meg. You are absolutely a brilliant light in this community, and looking very much forward to hearing you talk with Josh Lucas over at the Den of Nerds. And appreciate you guys being here. And Kieran, my good friend Star Wars Fits. Star Wars Fits here. Let's see if we can get this to highlight. There's our 20 euros. Fantastic. Prices are ridiculous. The rant is earned. Thank you for that, Kieran. It is ridiculous. The folks over at Hasbro have me all in a tizzy. I'm quite upset, and I just refreshed. They're still not available. So let me get on to some other topics that have me in a. I see you guys in the chat. You guys are great. You're doing fantastic. I appreciate it. Let me get to another point that has me all worked up. Right? Another thing that has me worked up, and I talked about this with Jason just yesterday, is that we have tonight, we're going to get episode 5 of 7 of the Book of Boba Fett. And I'm anxious to talk about the Book of Boba Fett here in a moment, but we have 5 of 7 coming out tonight. Let me get in here. Oh my goodness. I got on a rant and I forgot what I was going to talk about before I got on the rant. And so there's other things to talk about. Let's take a break, shall we? But let's take a pause. And we need to do the Mike Porter dad joke of the day from yesterday. I forgot to do it at the end of the stream yesterday. And I was going to open today with the Mike Porter dad joke of the day from yesterday, just because I was behind. And then I've got the one at the end of the stream. You guys don't let me forget. Don't let me forget. So the Mike Porter dad joke of the day, reset the palette here. Why did the lion miss his stop? Oh, because he roared right by it. Oh, Mike Porter, thank you so much for your daily dad jokes. And you guys, you can support Mike Porter on Twitter, and the link to his channel is here. So there we go. Fun over. Back to the rants. So we're going to episode 5. tonight of the Book of Boba Fett. In episode 5, there's a lot of people who aren't completely on board with Boba Fett, and I get it. I'm not going to talk about the content as much as we're going to talk about why are we 3 episodes, right? Two weeks and 1 episode from not from being done with this season, and we don't know when the next one comes. We don't know when the next series starts. We have rumors. We have speculation. We've got lots of theories. We've got people running with news, and but none of it is concrete. And one of the things we love about Meg is very, very good at saying, look, these are rumors. None of this has been verified. We don't have official news yet. Meg is the best. If you're not subscribed to Meg, if you're not getting your Star Wars news from Meg, you're not doing something right. You should go subscribe to Star Wars Meg. She is literally the best Star Wars content creator out there right now in Santa's view, right? In my view, there is nobody covering Star Wars better than Star Wars Meg. You guys should be absolutely subscribed to her channel. And so do that if you're not. and consider being a Patreon of Meg. She's got some fantastic behind the paywall content, but you don't need to be a Patreon to get fantastic content from her. Her best content is absolutely on her. Yes, subscribe to Meg's Patreon. You should. Yes. So there you go. Yes, Seth Nico. Oh, my good friend from Norway. Thank you for being here. We'll talk about those games revealed as well. So, yes, Dominic, I am a Star Wars Meg shill, and I've shared this before. She is my very first lesbian crush. Right? I've got a huge crush on Meg, and so happy to have her as a dear friend. So, you guys. She's the best. Yes, Seth is Norwegian. Yes. So we've got a lot of supporter here from Europe, and it's great to have you all here. So we have 2 weeks from tonight, we're going to get our last episode of the Book of Boba Fett. When are we getting our next Star Wars content? There are at least 3 other series rumored for this year. I say 4. In addition to what we've got in the Book of Boba Fett. And as Star Wars content creators, we're all super excited about it. But we know that we've got season 2 of the Bad Batch. Season 2 of the Bad Batch should be 16 episodes. Maybe 8, but should be 16 episodes. Let's just guess. Because you know why we have to guess? Let me tell you why we have to guess. Lucasfilm won't tell us. They won't tell us how many episodes of The Bad Batch are in season 2. They won't tell us when it's scheduled. And so maybe the fault is with Disney Plus. So we put Disney Plus's logo in here as well. Maybe the Disney overlords aren't letting people let these schedules out. But I doubt it. I doubt it because we have some Marvel schedules. We don't have Star Wars schedule. We don't know. Does the Bad Batch, we saw a publication that said spring 2022. That's not even official release from Lucasfilm, right? We don't have any official release from Lucasfilm saying expected in spring of 2022. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Maybe it's 16 episodes, maybe it isn't. Who knows? Well, certainly not the fans. That's who. The fans don't know. Why? Because they're not telling us. Why? What's the harm in telling us that we're going to release this on, March, whatever, April, whatever? We're going to do. I have no clue. It starts to get on to other topics like, well, how many releases are we going to get on Wednesday nights? Are we going to get Marvel release on the same night we get a Star Wars release? Are we going to get 2 Star Wars releases on the same night? Are we going to get a Marvel and 2 Star Wars on the same night? Nobody knows. Nobody knows because we don't have a schedule, right? It keeps us guessing. We don't know. Maybe their whole marketing strategy is to get us doing this, right? Oh, yeah, well, look, they're talking about Star Wars. We're happy. We're happy. My good friend Adam from Fanjecture. Adam, it's good to see you here, my friend. Setting a release date for streaming is 100% different than setting movie dates. We have one MCO show release. Oh my goodness! We, we've got the dogs going on. So come here, come here, come here, come here. Hey, Piper, come here, come here, come here. You won't quit barking. So here, you can come visit with our friends on YouTube. There, you good? You good? There we go. So we only have one MCU release, Moon Knight. We still don't have Miss Marvel, She-Hulk, and Secret Invasion. Okay, so fair enough, Adam. So maybe the problem is that Disney Plus. Maybe Disney's the problem. They won't let them release those dates. So that's got me frustrated. It's frustrated. Why can't we get these series release dates? There's so many Marvel and Star Wars. All we can do is guess, right? All we can do is guess. Does knowing a release date increase your current hype? Does it for me? Does it? Well, we don't have a release date for Obi-Wan, do we, Adam? We have a guess, right? We think it's going to come out on May 4th, but nobody has confirmed that, right? Nobody's confirmed it. What would help us is to know, like, what to expect. Are we getting Book of Boba Fett? Right after Book of Boba Fett, are we getting the Bad Batch season 2? How many episodes? Are we getting Obi-Wan? After, do we have to wait till May to get our next Star Wars fix? When are they going to fit these things together? How do they fit together? Are we going to get the other Star? Are we going to get Andor? Andor is supposed to be fourth quarter. I think they said fourth quarter, but fourth quarter according to what? We think it's going to be in the fall. We don't know for sure. And then we have speculation of Mandalorian season 3. Mandalorian season 3 is supposed to come out this year. That's a lot of content. When are those being released? Oh my goodness, we don't know. Yes, this is our schnauzer, Piper. This is Piper. She's a grumpy girl, right? She has things to say. She's got to talk to people, right? She likes to be heard, right? And she's not done barking, so I still have to hold her until she can calm down. Right? Until you can calm down. You need to calm down. So we're going to hold her. We're going to do this. So I just don't know, right? I'm absolutely, look, people are saying hi to you, Piper. Yeah, people are saying hi. We don't know when these are being released. We don't know the schedule. And I'm frustrated again. And perhaps the blame does go to Disney Plus. I feel you growling. Yeah, you see him, right? You see him there? Oh boy, they're going upstairs. Can you calm down now? No, not going to do it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. So why blame anybody? We'll know when we know. Why blame? Well, because I think fans want to know, Adam. Right? I get you. But people want to know, right? Fans want to know. Marvel fans want to know. Star Wars fans want to know, right? It's like we're so excited about getting the content that we'd like to know when we're going to be able to see it. Are we going to see it this year, next year? When? Right? How long do we have to wait? This has been teased to us. We don't have. I can understand some of the marketing when they don't give us trailers and things. Maybe when we want. But at this point, why can't we get at least a release schedule, right? And I think the reason we're blaming is because fans, and it goes back to the topic of the day, right? The topic is why are Star Wars fans misunderstood or not understood, right? And it's because all we want to know is like, what are you giving us and when? And maybe if you don't know, you're like, well, it's TBD, right? We don't know. But you would think now with only 3 episodes, just over 2 weeks left of the Book of Boba Fett, then we would at least know maybe when something's going to be coming, right? So that's all I mean. That's all I mean, Adam. But thank you for your reasoned, right? Thank you for your reason. Oh, we're growling again. Oh my goodness! Shh. Shh. You hear her? Oh my goodness. So There you go. And Nikki, there we go. You're paying for a service. I want to know what we're going to get, right? I'm gonna be subscribing. I need to know. Do I need to subscribe in March? Maybe. What about the April? Yeah, you tell him, Piper. Right? She's grumpy. So, oh. Yes, I do know. I know, Adam. I've mentioned this before. Much of my inspiration and how I do this show, how I plan my content, is inspired largely from Fanjecture, Adam, the morning shows that he used to do, and from our good friend Trinity. Oh, so there you go. Yeah, how can people defend Lucasfilm not giving us a release schedule? Well, maybe it's not Lucasfilm. Maybe it's Disney Plus, right? Maybe it's the Disney overlords that won't let them release a schedule because, as Adam so accurately pointed out, we don't have a Marvel schedule either. Marvel's not under the Lucasfilm brand. It's under the Disney umbrella, though. So maybe it's Disney Plus, just keeping that stuff behind the curtain. Here you go. You want down now? Can you behave? Can you be good? Can you be good? No more barking? Yeah? Okay. We're going to let you down. Come here. Hey, I gotta share some screen time. This is our other baby. This is Paisley. So Paisley didn't get to come in and say hi. So there's our Paisley girl. She's being good. She's not barking like an idiot, right? Yeah, she's a good Paisley girl. Oh, I know. Yeah, you'll give me kisses. She's a good girl. All right. So there you go. There you go, guys. So look, I'm really frustrated at this, and look, the fans just want information. And one of the things that Lucasfilm's been terrible out over the last forever is just giving us some information, right? Tell us when we're going to get more information. Tell us when we're going to get more content. Just share that. Share the schedule. Share the schedule. How hard is it, right? How hard is it? I think I saw another super chat come in. And thank you, Young Yoda. Appreciate your right. It says cute dog. I take it your elves are working again. They are working. They are. So we're getting. Here we go. Here we go. Gannon 136. Gannon 136. Super chat came in. It says, got to get it to come up on the screen so you all can see it. XWing. Hello, my friend. Oh my goodness. So I see what you guys are saying there. Here we go. So Gannon said the problem now is the community keeps injecting politics into Star Wars discussions, and that's absolutely right. Come here, Piper. Come here. Yeah, you know. So I'm going to bark, Dad. So you need calm. Yeah, you need calm. So from all angles, imagine marketing stuff to a community that isn't going the same direction. There is a bit of a problem with that, Gannon, is that there are different expectations. We do have people who are trying to wage war on the social justice front, and on both sides. We have people who that's their main concern, is preserving the past or moving us forward, or however that's perceived, right? However it's perceived. So that's what's going on there. There you can hear the sawing and the noise in the background. So look, it's difficult to market, or I would say create some content that way, because the content is it tries to meet a modern audience, the expectations of modern viewers. And with that, sometimes they don't do good storytelling, right? Sometimes they insert the politics in a way where the storytelling takes a back seat. And I don't like that either, whether it's politics I like or politics I don't like. Either way, it doesn't really matter. And Astromech Jeremy with a $20 super chat. Thank you so much to Star Wars. Does keeping Star Wars release timelines keep the fandom buzzing and active? I wonder if that's what Disney Plus is doing, right? Including the fandom does seem to give them a lot of free chatter. Anyway, happy Boba Eve Santa. Thank you, Astromech Jeremy. Fantastic. That's what I was speculating. Like, Are they purposely not telling us so that the speculation videos keep them in the know, right? The good thing is, from a fandom perspective, there's so much passion, right? There's so much passion that people are out there talking about it every day, whether Lucasfilm or Disney Plus or Marvel give us information or not. We're out there talking about it every single day because we have such a great big passion for the franchise. So there you go. Thank you, XWing. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my friend. Yes, please like the stream. That it does us a ton of good. And my subscribers are up and down and up and down. Your subscriptions mean the world to me. It really helps our channel, helps us share our passion for Star Wars with everyone. So we really do appreciate it. And thank you so much for that. There is some more information to talk about. And let me bring it up. And one of them is this announcement from EA, right? Electronic Arts, about there's 3 additional games coming out, Star Wars games coming out. One is from Jedi Fallen Order, right? The continuation of the Jedi video games, Jedi Fallen Order 2. It's rumored to have a different name. It's not going to be called Jedi Fallen Order 2. It'll give it a different name, but it's a continuation of that a continuation of that game. That's one of the ones, and these are coming out of the Respawn studio there. So Jedi Fallen Order 2, and then they talk about a first-person shooter game coming out right after that. And then thirdly, they're talking about a strategy-based game. So 3 games coming out from Electronic Arts, from the Respawn studio. So look for that to be coming out. And I think people are, Nikki, good question. Right. The last time we got a great big video announcement, they said, maybe in about 3 years. So whatever it's going to be called, whenever it's coming out, that's a good question. What are the release dates? Well, we've been talking about release dates, haven't we? Who knows what the release dates are, and who knows when they're going to tell us? It's so frustrating. I don't think anybody has that information. So I wanted to bring that up. There's a couple other things I'd like to get to. I know we're getting close to the top of the hour, and I started late. Santa hasn't had lunch yet. Can I let you down? Can you be a good girl? Oh, big yawn. Okay. How about you go take a nap? All right. Be good. Oh my goodness. So a couple more super chats. Oh my goodness. You guys are the best. Gannon 123 or 136 again. Gannon 136. It's been rumored that the Jedi game has been in development since shortly after the launch of Fallen Order, and the earliest release date would be 4th quarter of this year. That would be great if it came out this year. That would be fantastic. So we don't know. And I saw somebody ask about the wind instrument back here. So let me bring that up. So David Tree, if we mentioned him earlier, David Tree is owner of all the cool stuff. It's a shop over in a London area where you can get collectibles, Star Wars collectibles. He's a great guy, and he had I did a podcast with him and Martin Keeler last year, and one of the things that came out in the podcast is that I used to be a professional musician, and I played trombone, and I've got my Bach Stradivarius 42B right back there, trombone, and that's what I used to play when I was a musician, and I had a full scholarship on trombone to college, all of that, and that was a previous life. Can you please link me on Discord, David's site? Yes, we will get that to you. And Mark, if you would send Meg the link to all the cool stuff, that would be great. That'd be great. Yeah, it wasn't cheap, Gannon. It wasn't cheap, right? It was expensive, and that was years ago. And The one thing is this model is not the top model. This was when they were bought out by another company, and some of the folks. This isn't the most collectible Stradivarius. There's another one, but anyway. Hey, XWing's a cellist. Ooh, cellist. Ooh, that's exciting. So David Tree's been trying to get me to come on stream and play this, but I've been resistant. And I wanted to show Meg because this is Astrobeck Jeremy. I played trombone in high school. That's fantastic. I told Meg about you guys know Dio, right? The droid from the Rise of Skywalker that was voiced by J.J. Abrams, right? Dio's head reminds me of a brass mute, and this is why. So right here is a straight mute. There are different kinds. This is a straight mute, and you can clearly see like that pointed end with the red tip, right? Very similar to Dio's design. Let me reach over here and grab Dio right here. So this is the Dio from my sideshow collectible hot toy, Ray and Dio. But there you can clearly see Dio's shape and this shape are the same, right? They're the same. The coloring on the end and all of that. So I thought that was pretty cool. The first time I saw Dio, I thought, oh, that looks just like a mute. So there you go. You see it. Did I ever get it put together right? I did. And I do have Rudolph the red-nosed Dio right here. So you guys mentioning that there's the red-nosed Dio vintage collection. Or no, this is Black Series scale. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, you guys are great. Yeah, Will Riker played trombone, Star Trek. Let me bring up, there's a couple other things that keep happening. And one of them is I get news. Yes. Yes. Don't tell Meg. Meg won't understand. This has an entirely different definition for her. So look, the other part is we've got I get news headlines all the time. It says, "Ooh, massive plot hole in Boba Fett episode 4. Massive plot hole from the original trilogy filled. Massive plot hole from whatever, right?" And all of these are clickbaity titles. And oh, there we go. So we've got the plot hole keeps coming up in my news, and I wanted to talk just a little bit about what is a plot hole, and because I don't think people are using the term. I don't think you know what that term means. I don't think you know what the term means. Here it says an inconsistency in the narrative or character development in a book, film, etc. It says there are a few plot holes and some moments of serious implausibility. It's a quote. And then what is an example of a plot hole, right? So an example would be an all-powerful villain is easily defeated. So plot hole versus just the unanswered questions, right? So sometimes, I just did a Google search for Book of Boba Fett plot hole, and you start Meg. You guys are cracking me up. I go through here and you can see these titles, right? Book of Boba Fett fixes the biggest plot hole in Solo. The Book of Boba Fett has a massive plot hole. Fans try to explain glaring plot hole. Boba Fett still needs to explain a glaring plot hole. Book of Boba Fett created a plot hole with Black Chrysanthemum. And it just keeps going on. You could keep reading these headlines, and when you go read them, and this is one of the worst culprits right here. Let me open this in a new tab just so you guys can see this source. I'm not going to say them, but you can see it right there. This source has one of the worst offenders here, right? And this in here it says, well, in comics and in these other stories, Boba Fett and Black Chrysanthemum, they know each other. There's a bit of a relationship here, right? And in here we have Book of Boba Fett. When Black Chrysanthemum showed up, it says, well, they didn't seem to know each other. And why would Black Chrysanthemum try to assassinate Boba? Which, since they're friends, why would he do that? Well, it's explained in the story. He was hired, right? It's nothing personal. It's a job. Boba Fett even says that. Just because you don't have the answer to your question doesn't make it a plot hole, right? This is not a plot hole. Black Chrysanthemum seeming to or trying to assassinate Boba is not a plot hole. You just don't necessarily understand it. Hey, Mike Porter, good to see you. So this is what I just wanted to bring up. Like, some of these sources out here are giving us clickbaity titles, and you know what? It works too much. It works too much. I click on them and I read them. I'm like, not a plot hole, and I close it. Right? So yeah, didn't he call him a mate? Yes, they know each other. It's just, he tried to kill him because he was hired to do so. So I just wanted to bring that up, and it's been annoying me. It's been something that's been making me crazy because I keep getting these headlines that say plot hole, and I'm like, no, I don't think you know what the definition of that term is. So there's that. How much time we got left? Okay, I want to go through. Look, we've got episode 5 of the Book of Boba Fett tonight. Right, it's coming out tonight, and I just watched the Den of Nerds live. I watched Josh Lucas this morning doing his bit there on it, and he speculated about a lot of possibilities with episode 5, and some of the things people are looking for. So let me show this here, and this is from the responses we've gotten to my predictions. The link to the predictions is in the description of this video. If you like to play along with us and make your predictions, you can find it here. And in here you go, Boba Fett kills someone. 77% of the people are saying, yeah, we think that's happening. Yeah. Adam, still fighting the good fight. It hasn't hurt viewership at all. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Adam. It's not hurting viewership. It's just frustrating, right? It's frustrating, and maybe it is good marketing because we're speculating, but my goodness, it makes me crazy. And Meg's correct here. I do take a lot of pleasure in people getting their predictions wrong. It puts joy in my heart when I get something right and somebody else gets it wrong. It's a lot of fun. But here we go. Most people think that Boba is going to kill someone this episode, and Fennec is going to kill someone this episode. Now, I'm not so sure, my friends. I'm not so sure, because I think that we may get a side mission here. This is just my theory. I think Fennec is going to go off-world. She's going to go to Navarro. And she is going to meet up with the Mandalorian gang there. She's going to recruit some folks to come help. And then those folks are going to come back to Tatooine and help out. So I think Fennec's going to go on that mission. Meanwhile, Boba's going to stay, and he's going to learn to ride the Rancor. So I think that's where my head is. I think Boba's going to learn to ride a Rancor, and Fennec is going to go off-world. They'll part ways, and he's going to stay there. We'll see. Maybe I'm right. Maybe I'm wrong. If that's the case, there won't be much killing going on. We see a flashback scene. Ooh, we're pretty split on that. It seems that the back to tank flashbacks, right? It could be done. Those might be done, right? We might not get any of those. We see the Slave One. I think it's almost a certainty. It's been in every episode so far. I would expect that we will see it. However, it might be Fennec flying it, not Boba. Someone says Jabba. I think we might be done with that, my friends. We've had Jabba mentioned every single episode. I don't think that that's necessarily the case this time. We see the Naboo N1 fighter. Jason Ward saw this on set, and he mentioned it. And then he also saw those Vespa speeder bikes. And with those, we saw those already. The rumor that we got from Bespin Bulletin is that Din Djarin was actually going to be in an N1 starfighter, and I think that's coming up this episode. So there you have it. Hey, we've got a new subscriber. Thank you so much. And there's no chance that Santa will be able to pronounce that name. Corgan. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. He will ride the Rancor in the finale. I think maybe more, maybe before. So Boba goes off world. This is where my speculation is. I think Fennec will, but maybe not Boba. We're almost split on that. The Scad and Drash, right? Our folks are going to ride their Vespa speeders. 62% of people say, yeah, we think they will. Boba rides a Rancor. I think we may get a training montage this episode. Most people say no. Most people disagree with Santa. So there you go. Bosk appears. Most people say no. Maybe Bosk will be one of the ones that responds to Boba's call to action. Not sure. There's been a speculation since before the show began that it would. Din Djarin, we're almost certain Din Djarin is going to be in this episode. And if Bespin Bulletin's right and Din Djarin's in the episode, then you go back to the Naboo N1 starfighter. Those are linked together. So that could be the case. Luke Skywalker. So again, this is specific to episode 5. And I heard Josh talking about Luke and Grogu showing up in this episode. I'm not so sure. Grogu cameo, Cobb Vanth, Dr. Aphra, and I heard got some feedback from Rob Sketchcraft that I need to change this Dr. Aphra question. So I'll replace it next week. Kira, I think we may get her in the finale, not this week. Cad Bane, will he respond? Will he be on Boba's side? Will he be on the opposition side? Meg, I'm not clicking on that. Because it could have double entendre, right? Double entendre. I'm not going to do that. Han Solo, Crimson Dawn. You guys see what folks are saying there. So, and you can see my fill in the blank is that Grief Karga will be in the episode. So you guys, it's a fun activity. We do this every week. And will we get blurgs? Fitz, it wouldn't be Star Wars Santa show if we didn't talk about blurgs. And again, when we talk about Hasbro not necessarily understanding fans, the collectors want blurgs, and they want them in the vintage collection and Black Series lines. So there's that. I do want to get to we kind of got to wrap things up. I know it's been kind of rushed, kind of hurried. You guys have been great. I really appreciate how many folks have been here. The super chats have been amazing, absolutely amazing. You guys, I'm blown away by your support. I really, really appreciate it. And Santa, just wait. All right, Quill. I got noticed. My vintage collection quills are on their way. They should get here tomorrow. I should have those. And I've also got a package back here that's got some vintage collection figures in it. Right here, we've got some vintage collection figures in the Walmart packaging. So that's coming. You can see the blue screen messing with that package. So there you go. They go back to Navarro. The blurs are not that unlikely. They are going back to Navarro. Jason Ward said he saw the Navarro set there as part of what he observed with his own eyes. So he saw the Navarro set. I do think we're going to, vintage collection Mando. Yes, I have vintage collection Mando. I've got 3 of them now. I've got this one here, and I've got the one on the shelf over there. Let's see if I can get this to focus. Can you focus on Din, camera? Not going to do it. Not going to do it. Maybe if I do that, right, you'll focus on, there you go. There's Din. So I've got this one. I've got another one on the shelf, and I've got one in that Walmart box right there. So there you go. Good. And I've got another one coming with the Razor Crest. Oh my goodness. There you go. Ducky. You could tell by Santa's temperament, this week's shill check didn't come in, right? I didn't get it. So thank you so much for your support, Ducky. You're absolutely great. Yeah. There's a Sideshow Cara Dune coming out. Ooh, is there? I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that yet. Oh, that'll be big. We've got another Mike Porter dad joke. The one from yesterday I already shared, but today's is a Star Wars themed dad joke. And I'm sorry for this being disjointed at the end. There was a stream of consciousness going. I kind of got sidetracked by that. But I want to bring up the Mike Porter dad joke. What is a Sith Lord's favorite saying? What's a Sith Lord's favorite saying? Oh, make everything count. Don't die in Bane. Don't die in Bane. Oh, Darth Bane, not Cad Bane. Oh, that's a good one, Mike Porter. Thank you for that so much. That's so good. That's so good. The Sideshow Vader. There is a Sideshow Rey. I've got Rey right here. I've got the Sideshow. You maybe have to go get it right here. Let me pull this over here so you guys can see. I do have my Hot Toy collectible Sideshow. There's Rey and Dio right there. I absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. We talked about this just a little while ago. She's got her training helmet on. I'm going to put the visor down on there. Right. I absolutely love this figure. There we go. We're ready to train. Oh, it's good to see you guys. Appreciate you being here. And, I mentioned before, Felicity just joined as a subscriber. And I know Felicity absolutely despises the sequels. And we have other folks here. Likewise, my friend XWing being one of them, fantastic friend, a great guy, and Nikki is no fan herself. Felicity, is it too late to unsub? Felicity, I'm so happy that you're here. I love that we have varying opinions, and that in many ways I'm a minority on my own channel here. Right, I think that the amount of people who are as big of fans of Rey as I am is very small. But it's great to see you all here. X-Wing, Nikki loves the sequels. You're going to get yourself punched in the nose, X-Wing. That's what's going to happen. You're going to get in trouble. You're going to get in trouble. I appreciate you being here. And Felicity, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me personally that we can have these conversations with folks that have different opinions. And you know what? We're still fans of Star Wars, and we love this series. We love this franchise, and we want to see it grow and get better. So thank you all for being here. I hope you all have Nikki, I told her it was the best place for the haters because I don't take offense. I don't. I don't. It's a great place. And Nikki has been a great supporter of the channel, and she's always ready to defend me too. That's the one thing. It's like picking on your sister, right? Where you can pick on your sister, but nobody else can pick on your sister. You have to go beat them up. And that's the way Nikki is with me. Nikki treats me like her brother, right? She says look, I'll pick on you, Santa, but if anybody else does, I'll throw coal. I'll do it. We'll throw fists. I'm not gonna have it. I'm not going to have it. So I appreciate that so much for that. And Anthony says, I'm a fan of the sequels. What did you say there? But I agree. People don't like it was time. Timeline issues, blah, 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 blah. Good, Cody. Right. People have different opinions of it. That's all good. And Felicity, appreciate shouting out. Definitely back regret. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You guys are the best. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Nikki will throw more than coal. She will. And Bob, Bob's your uncle. Bob's here. Good to see you. Thanks for being here as well. You guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you've enjoyed this little rant. And if you would, please share this out. I so truly enjoy getting to talk about Star Wars with all of you. And you are the ones that make this possible for me. And it gives me a great amount of joy and happiness every day that I get to spend time with you. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I can't wait to talk to you again in the morning. We'll be doing our live watch party, 7:30 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, and we'll go through the Book of Boba Fett, Chapter 5. Before that, you can go catch Star Wars Meg, because Meg is, like we said, the best. She is the best. So you guys take care. I love you all. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. And until next time, my friends, Merry Christmas, and may the Force be with you always. Bye-bye.